Hey friends, welcome to afternoon yoga and welcome to day 21 of your journey to presence. We're gonna get started today in just the seated pose at the back of your mat. So if you wanna find your tailbone on the ground, feel free. Otherwise, you can follow me, sit your bottom back onto your heels. And then find a little space here. Take your knees wide. Scanning into the breath. In through your nose and out through your nose. Today's practice is focusing on exploration. So I'm going to invite you to some curious movements. And I just ask that you keep an open mind. Try to find something you haven't found before in the shapes that I'm offering. So I'll give you some suggestions, but if there's anything that comes up that just feels right in the body and the postures that you're in, then go ahead and take it. That's what this practice is about. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Your palms come together. Exhale, cactus your arms. Take your gaze towards the sky. You can really open up the chest here, flip your tailbone back. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Hug your lower belly in. So notice how my spine, my lower belly moves here. Palms come together. Exhale, open up. Take the space. Belly forward. Inhale, reach it up. Hug the side body in. Palms together. Exhale, open up. Take both hands to your heart. Sit up tall in your spine. Exhale, sigh that breath out through your mouth. Inhale, slowly rock it forward. Find your tabletop position. And then we're going to find some cat-cows, but we'll bump the hips over towards the right first. Take them up and around. So you're finding a version of cat-cow, almost like you're jumping over a hula hoop here with the hips. Finding that circular motion. You can close your eyes. Don't focus about how it looks, just about how it's feeling in your spine, in your shoulder blades. Take it in the opposite direction, towards your left. Trying to keep that breath at a steady pace throughout your practice. So the breath stays in and out through your nose, and you're going to lose that breath at some point. The goal is just to come back into that pattern. Slowly crawl your fingertips forward, tuck your toes, and then start to lift your hips up high and back. Find a downward facing dog. Your feet are going to go as wide as your yoga mat here. And then take your right palm, press it right underneath your nose, middle of your mat. So now you're kind of in this weird shortened down dog thing. Take your left hand to your right ankle, gaze underneath your armpit. You can really bend the knees here, and the hand doesn't have to make it to your ankle. It can just be resting here, just finding that twist. More important is your gaze follows. So gaze stays underneath that armpit. Exhale, slowly release. We're just going to switch it out. Left hand plants down. Right hand towards left ankle. Bend into your right elbow. Take your gaze under left armpit. Exhale, slowly release. Crawl your fingertips forward towards the top of your mat. And then take your feet back to a hip's distance. Inhale, your right toes sweep high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step to your thumb. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Both arms reach overhead, biceps to your ears. Exhale, shift it forward. Reach your fingertips back. Hover over that front leg. Inhale, press your hands together at your heart. Find a tall spine. Exhale, twist your torso towards the right and then hook your left elbow, outer edge of that knee. Press into your palms so that your thumbs start to align with your sternum. Squeeze your inner thighs and then gaze over your right shoulder. Find that stability here. Exhale, slowly unwind. Crawl your fingertips forward towards the top of your mat. Inhale to lift your left toes up. Find a standing L, so literally an L shape in your legs. Hips are nice and neutral, nice and squared. So notice if you're cranking, opening the hips somehow. Flex through your left toes. And then start to pour your weight into your right fingertips. You can crawl them towards the top edge of your mat, up in the right corner. And then start to open your hip first. So we're aligning the hips. And then left fingertips start to reach up towards the sky. Find a half moon. Flex your left toes. Soft bend in that left knee. Start to just take one fingertip off at a time. See if you can float that right hand by engaging your lower core, your oblique on the right side. Wherever you are, slowly, without touching that left foot down, can you bring it in towards your chest? Stand up tall, challenge your balance. Press your hands together at your heart. And then just take your left foot out and around. And then back to center a couple of times. You can keep your hands pressing together at your heart or move the arms around, completely up to you here. We'll take one more round. And then hug that left knee back to center. Flex your left toes. Soft bend in your right knee. Slowly start to shift it back. Find warrior three. Press into your palms. Gaze down towards your mat. Exhale, both hands down. Take a long step back. And then your right foot meets your left back of your mat. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale to press it up, baby cobra. Press into your palms. Hug your elbows in towards your side. Exhale, forehead to your mat. Inhale, press it up and back. Find a child's pose. Just a grounding moment here. Press down into your forehead. Inhale, big breath in through your nose. And then exhale, let your breath go. Inhale, gaze forward towards your fingertips. Find a round in your spine on your way to your downward facing dog. Let it be fluid. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up high and back. Inhale, your left toes high. Three-legged dog. Take a moment, you can roll out that hip. Big circles with your left knee. Inhale to flex your left toes towards the mat. Square your hips. So find that alignment there. Notice if that left hip is cranking up or way too far down. And try to find the activation to lift through your left heel. Exhale, step to your thumbs. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, rise, high crescent, both arms high. Exhale, sweep your arms back, hover over that front leg, pull your pinkies back together. Inhale, press your hands together at your heart. Find a tall spine. Exhale, shift your torso over towards the left. So we're literally just turning here, like you're opening up a can opener. And then hook your right elbow, outer edge. Press into your palms. Gaze over that left shoulder. See if you can find the ball of your back foot. So lift your back heel a little bit higher. Inhale, breath. Slowly unwind. Reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, palms to your mat. Crawl your fingertips forward. And then pop your right toes up. Standing L, squared hips. Flex your right toes. Soft bend into your left knee and then start to open up the hips. Shift your weight into your left fingertips. Start to reach your right hand up towards the sky. You can stay here. If this is already challenging enough, just stay here and focus on the balance. Otherwise, start to challenge yourself. Lift your fingertips up off of your mat. Engage that low oblique to lift. The shakes are good. The shakes are work. Inhale, without touching that right foot down, bring it through center and then stand up tall in your spine. Press your hands together at your heart. And then we'll take your right knee out and around. And then back to center. Just testing your range and mobility here. Playing around with the arms. The last one here, hug that right knee into your chest, palms together. Flex your right toes, and then slowly start to shift. Find a warrior three, gaze towards your mat. Really flex or point that back toe. Long spine. Exhale, both hands to your mat. Take a long step back. Left foot meets your right. Slowly lower down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, presses you back. Downward facing dog. Last one here of your practice. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, rise up onto your tippy toes, lift your heels. Exhale, crawl your feet to the center of your mat and then hands back to meet your feet. Find your tippy toes here, lift your heels, and then press down into your fingertips. So we're finding this protraction of the shoulder blades, so we're pushing into the mat, making that space, lifting through the heels. A lot going on here. It looks kind of simple, but a lot of engagement. Exhale, heels towards your mat. Tuck your chin to your chest. We're going to take a couple rounds like that. Inhale, find your tippy toes, find your fingertips. Press down, protract the shoulder blades. So press, press, press. Exhale, heels down, round your spine. Tuck chin to chest. The last one here. Inhale, breath. Find your tippy toes. Press into your fingertips. Exhale, heels to your mat. We'll hang out in a forward fold. Your choice where you want to go. I'm going to flip the palms face down and then slide them underneath. So my toes meet my wrist crease. And then find a little sway from side to side, wherever you decided to land in your forward fold. Exhale, slowly release. And then one more time, find your tippy toes, lift your heels. Exhale, slowly lower down. Find a toe stand. So we're keeping the heels nice and lifted, sitting up tall in the spine. You can keep your hands down on the mat, or maybe challenge your balance. Take your hands to your heart. Three breaths here. Finding the stabilization, the stillness. Exhale, slowly release your bottom to the mat. Send your feet towards the long edge. And we'll find one last fold together. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, slowly start to fold towards your feet. You can let your hands land wherever they land. Round into your spine. And feel your belly breathing. The breath moving through the body. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. Slowly start to roll it up. Sit bones root down. And then your low back stacks, middle back stacks, upper back, head and neck, tall spine. We'll close down either lying on your back in Savasana, or if you're joining with me and need to get on your way, we'll find an easy pose. Just taking a moment here to find a tall spine, close down your eyes. Finding a moment for yourself in the transition. And letting the body soften. From top of your head down to your toes. I'll take one last breath together. Inhale, press your hands together at your heart. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, bow your head. And thank yourself for your practice. From my heart to yours, namaste. I'll see you tomorrow.